and welcome to Wake Up Missoula. I'm Noelle McFoy.
And I'm Scott Ramp.
And that was Asaph Adonai with, what song was that, Asaph?
That was the theme, the Hill Street Blues, the old television show in the 1980s.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice.
And you're going to be talking more about that later in the show?
Not exactly, but you'll see what I got in mind.
All right, okay. So that's happening between the events with Noelle later on. Let's talk about weather, because the weather is just hot.
Hot.
And it only really started to cool down last night around
like
3 a.m.
4.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So if we take a look at what the weather's going to be like this week, later this week, it's currently 60 degrees out. This morning, 60 degrees, which is perfect. This is like the perfect time to get out and about. Go out right now if you can. There's a 20% chance of thunderstorm today with a high of 85, so it's going to be more of that swampy, hot, cloudy feeling outside. And then tonight, partly cloudy, so cool down with lows in the 54, which will be nice. And then, this heat is going to be gone. It's basically going to be in the 80s, high 70s through the weekend. So it's the perfect opportunity to get out and about, even if it's just for a nice little walk.
And it'll start to cool down. Yeah, that'll be great.
Cool down for now, but if this is any kind of precursor to our summer, we're in trouble now, people.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Start watering your lawns.
Yeah, but you can find out more about our morning show, and if you're interested in doing our morning show, being a guest on our show to talk about an event, kind of like our guest on today, we have Devin Carpenter, and he's going to be talking about Big Sky Pride, and then after him we're going to have Jesse and Sarah. They're from the Spectrum Discovery.
Yep, talking about their fundraiser that's going on Friday. Yeah.
So right now, if you're interested in being on our show for any reason like they do, you can log on to wakeupmissoula.wix.com/wakeupmissoula. You could also like us on our Facebook page. We post a lot of fun and crazy stuff.
You can like Wake Up Missoula on Twitter, as well as Missoula Community Access Television on Twitter. And you can like MCAT on Facebook. And if you want to find out more information about MCAT, you can go to mcat.org.
But also, just so you guys know, we'll be closed next week from June 15th to June 19th. And here's an interesting thing. So Christian, our coworker, he was just like, he just had his kid.
Oh, congratulations.
So yeah, he has a daughter, and it's a second kid, and you can already tell that it's second kid phobia or something like that. Or I don't know if it's phobia, but it's second kid syndrome, where he's just like, he's already ready to come back to work.
Oh, really?
He's just like, I'm ready to come back to work. Last time, like when he had his first kid, we could barely saw him for a whole month.
That's hilarious.
This time it was like, I'll be back next week. It's like, oh, we kind of closed MCAT because there's so many stuff going on. People are taking vacations. No one's even going to be here.
Except for me.
Yes. So we'll do the morning show next week as well. But MCAT for producers and people who want to make programs will be closed. But also orientation is tonight. So if you're interested in a video medium and learning about how to use video cameras, editing softwares, you can come to our orientation tonight at 5:30 p.m. I believe either Joel or Sam will be running that tonight.
Yeah, sounds good.
So moving on, we have new programming on tonight and tomorrow night. And the feature programming is the last lecture from Gee Whiz. And of course, we have some of the VSA Cabaret from 2015. And of course, we have Hospice of Missoula monthly meeting. All of this is new tonight and tomorrow night on MCAT. So, and after this, we'll bring out Devin Carpenter to talk about Big Sky Pride. Right after this.
West, and one flies over the cuckoo's nest. When red is red and pink is pink, make this water black as ink, and then I rub with my wizard fingers, and it turns into ink. Okay?
Instead of her aperture of perception this way, like I've never felt loved and why my mother's not loved me, she never ever was able to say, well, Grandma wasn't that warm and fuzzy, and you know what, she was raped twice when she was a little girl, and you know what, her mother was raped, I mean, I'm being extreme here, but when that comes up a lot, or physically abused or whatever, you know, and she shut down at 11 years old. She shut down at 7 years old and said the world's not a safe place.
Hey guys,
Hey,
we're
we're
back
back.
with Devin, and so you're going to be giving us updates on Big Sky Pride.
Yeah, so I just wanted to talk about a couple of things that are coming up. So Big Sky Pride actually is coming up next week. Things are kicking off on Monday, the 15th, with kind of a last-minute fundraiser at the Tom Mar Bar. So if you want to have dinner, go grab a drink. Starting at 6 o'clock until they close, 20% of their sales are going to help fund Big Sky Pride. Yeah.
And we bring up your website as well. People can find more information about by going to bigskypride.com.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
this is where all you can find all your events and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you care to go through with it just a little?
Yeah, so there's some of our sponsors that we have there. Big shout out to all of our sponsors that we've got. The only way we can do any of this is from some help. But yeah, so the first couple events are starting on Monday and Wednesday of next week, so a week from today. There's actually 3 different things going on. The first one, Imagination Brewing Company, one of the new breweries in town, actually made a special beer just for Pride Week.
Really?
It's the Harvey Milk Stout. And they're going to tap the keg at 5:30 and actually show the movie Milk. So if you want to go grab a drink.
But of course, they're not going to have milk in the beer.
No, I don't think
I just
so.
want to add it. I don't know, like
Unless you have kids, you
they
can
have
have
like
milk.
they have like they put milk in like vodka or whatever. They have Russia. What I wonder what they if you put milk in beer and there's probably something wrong.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that'd be very good.
Yeah. It's that milky beer.
Yeah.
So good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, also at the Badlander, they're actually going to do karaoke for a cause, so some of those proceeds will be going to help Big Sky Pride. And then if you're into electronic music, downstairs at the Palace is Milk Crate Wednesday, and they're doing a special Pride theme. All female DJs as well. An Experimental Housewife will be in town. She's actually going to be our stage.
Wait. Did you say experimental housewife?
I did, yeah. Experimental Housewife, yeah.
Is this like Weird Science 2, experimental housewife?
I don't think so. It's just some really cool electronic music.
Oh,
Yeah.
because it totally would be an awesome sequel too. Anyways.
Weird Science too.
But let's talk more about like the Pride. Like I heard your advertisement on the radio. You're happening from the 19th to the 21st, even though you guys are starting as early.
Yeah, so the official events get kicked off on Friday the 19th. There's a couple different shows happening. One of them at Stage 112, we have the Caravan of Glam coming into town. They're kind of a touring variety show, if you will. Tickets are on sale for $12, $15 at the door. Or if you just want to show up and dance at 10:30, it's only $5 to get in. Yeah, it is 18 plus as well.
Really?
Yep. Also, throughout the whole week, we're selling raffle tickets. 1 for $2, 3 for $5, or 10 for $15. And you can buy them at any of the Pride events happening all week. And we're going to do drawings kind of on Saturday and Sunday. There's all kinds of prizes. Lots of things have been donated to us from various businesses in town. The main of which is actually a whole barbecue grill that was donated to us from Fidelity Realty. That's kind of the main prize. It actually comes with a barbecue. So if
That's
you,
awesome.
yeah.
And tell me about the block party. Where and when is the block party?
Yeah, so the block party will be held on Main Street between Ryman and Woody. So that's the block where like the Shack and the VFW are located. And so the parade's actually going to walk to the block party, and there'll be a big stage set up on the street. There's going to be music all day. We have almost 15 vendors, all kinds of different stuff going on. And there are events happening all over town on Saturday. So whoever you are, whatever your age, whatever your identity is, there's hopefully something going to be that will strike your interest.
Where does the parade start?
The parade's going to start at Hellgate High School.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of different organizations walking in the parade, but any person is welcome to come and walk through the parade. Or you can hang out on the Higgins Street Bridge and watch it, or just wait at the block party because that's where everything's going to end up.
Nice. And then, so what time's the parade start?
Parade staging begins at noon, and we're going to walk at 1:30.
Cool. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool. Do you have anything else you want to say? Any other event?
No, I think that's about it. Come on out on Monday to the Tom Mar Bar and grab some dinner.
Yeah, and we're gonna have a whole bunch of you, a bunch of you and some guests, all happening next week. It's like I guess it's Wake Up Missoula Pride Week.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
And then we're gonna lead up to the event. So we're gonna
Absolutely,
have some
Thanks for
awesome
having me.
Yeah. So we will be right back with the gals from Spectrum right after this.
Hold on a second.
Awkward standing.
Lone Cedar, Marble Canyon, going with my companion, got a long journey to go. It's a flow that follow a small current. If I'm observing, I'll have a story to tell. Ha na 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 na, ha na 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 na, be free. Ha na 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 na, ha na 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 na, be free. Down up and glows on that dusk canyon run I've been on, smiling at the engines, got a long journey to go. This ancient stone walkway the Pueblo, it was painted by those Navajo, and leaves a life theirs behind. Ha na 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 na, ha na 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 na, be free, oh oh, be free. Ha na 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 na, ha na 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 na, be free.
Hey, we're here back with Spectrum UM. We have Jesse and we have Sarah.
Yes.
And you guys are here to talk about your big night, your big fundraiser night at Stage 112. Am I saying that all correctly?
Yeah.
It's actually not at Stage 112. The
Oh.
Spectrum Discovery area is behind
Oh,
Stage
okay.
112 on 218 East Front Street. And
Okay.
so the fundraiser will be held at Spectrum, and we have a big tent that'll be placed outside
Awesome.
our museum.
Nice. Okay. Okay. So then, what is going to kick off your fundraiser?
So we're gonna have a fun science cocktail hour. Everybody's gonna come in, we're gonna have some science experiments going on, and we can grab a drink and socialize. And then we're gonna have dinner from the Silk Road, which is gonna be delicious. I'm so excited. And after that, we have a live auction emceed by Mayor John Enkin.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wow.
Should be a lot of fun.
That's great.
He's a great MC.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
And he's like a amateur comedian. There was like always like a list. People like when they introduce the mayor, it's like amateur
Right,
comedian. He saves greyhounds and all that stuff.
He's our mayor.
He saved my baby from drowning.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
It's an auction definitely with entertainment.
Yes.
By Mayor Enkin.
And so, what time does the
Yes.
auction start?
The auction will start around 7:30. Dinner will be served around 7 o'clock.
Yep, and the event starts at 6.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll have a signature drink by Montgomery Distillery. Very excited about the Give 'em Science Gimlet.
Ooh.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
And here's your website if you want to talk about it just a little bit. You have a whole bunch of stuff. Some old pictures from your grand opening.
Yes.
There's your big night.
Mayor Enkin was there.
And we have
big
information about our big night there, as well as all of our auction items are listed on this site, as well as where to call to get tickets. There are still 12 tickets available. Just 12 of 240, so we're
How
very
much are
excited.
tickets?
They're $60 a ticket.
Okay.
And these are going to be the whole season of the football game, right?
For the UM football
Oh
tickets.
yes. Yeah. Tell us about your
Yeah.
auction items.
So for the UM football weekend, we're actually really excited. President Engstrom from the university donated tickets to his box for a game.
Oh.
You can't do homecoming and you can't do North Dakota State because those are big ones.
And,
but
and you probably can't do Bobcats either.
well, that's in Bozeman this year, so you don't have to worry about that. But any other game you get to pick. You also get a designated parking spot so you can tailgate.
Wow.
And you get a night at the Doubletree.
The Doubletree.
And money for Finn and Porter.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's involved in the UM football weekend. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Finn Porter is pretty expensive, so the money they give you is like, oh, here's $100. Like, oh, I still owe you?
Here's my salad and my wine. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's great. That's gonna be a lot of fun.
That's
for the person that
really
gets that
awesome.
auction
Yeah.
item. Definitely.
Yeah.
And like the university is really supportive supported Spectrum and all its ever since it started. Like it's only been around for not even like 7-8 years.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, Spectrum
7-8
opened
years.
in 2007 on campus, and then we expanded to our downtown location in 2013. We are part of the university, so we do have, we're all university employees. And
so tell us what Spectrum is for those people that don't know.
So we're a hands-on science center and located in the heart of downtown Missoula. We're on Front Street, right across from Market on Front, from the Pearl, from the trailhead right there, and a block up from the library. And we have 2 separate exhibit halls. One talks about neuroscience. It's funded with the Big Sky Brain Project and partnered with the Center for Structural and Functional Neuroscience in the university. And then in the back, we have an ecosystems exhibit that's partnered with NSF EPSCoR. That's the funding body, and it's the Montana Institute on Ecosystems.
Cool.
Yeah, that section of Missoula is really popping now. It's like really
it
growing.
really is.
Yeah.
You have a bunch of new buildings, a bunch of new facilities, a bunch of great upper stuff. And
Our mission is to inspire all Montanans to explore careers in STEM fields, science, technology, engineering, and math. And we have a scholarship fund that helps support that because a lot of kids in Missoula can't access our programs. And so our scholarship fund really helps students and families who need help come to our programs. And we have 1 in 10 of the people who come to our museum use our scholarship fund in some way, and that's what this fundraiser is supporting, our Science for All Scholarship Fund.
you guys also do summer camps as well?
We do.
Okay, so let's talk about the summer camps, and then we'll bring it back with
Circle back to Big Night.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Next week, our summer camps start. So we have 26 summer camps that run from starting July or June 15th through August 20th, I think.
Yep.
They are week-long camps. They are full day from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And the ages range from 3-year-olds to 14.
Oh,
So
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Not
Wide
every
variety.
camp. There's a variety of camps and a variety of ages.
Yes.
We don't generally stick the 3-year-olds with the explosive chemistry, but they do get to do their own chemistry. We have 2 Little Explorers chemistry camps, which are going to be a lot of fun.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
and they are filling up. We have, of our 26 camps, 18 are full. So if
And
families
some
are
of them
still
are almost full.
Yeah.
Like there's a few that are like 2
have
or
to
3
keep
spots.
spots.
That's great
So-
because you always have like it's always like for us we have our own summer camps, and like right now we still have plenty of openings, but as soon as school gets out, there's no summer camp that is safe.
right.
It's very true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so one more time, tell us when and where the big donation, big night.
Big night.
So Big Night is this Friday at 6 p.m. at Spectrum's downtown location, which is 218 East Front Street.
And if you're still interested in getting a ticket, you can call 728-STEM to reserve your ticket.
Yep.
And everything starts at 6 o'clock.
Starts at 6 o'clock. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks very much, ladies.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And we will be right back after this.
Oh, hey! We didn't notice you there. Say, we're at an MCAT camp right now, and over the past summer, we've had many of them, so many that I can't keep track. And during these camps, we've had groups making movies all day long. It's a really great thing. And you can sign your child up today. The thing is, MCAT camps are amazing and fun, and everyone loves them. So, if you're thinking of camps to put your child in this summer to get them away from you, choose MCAT, because we know what we're doing, I think. And everything is just spectacular. Here I am, cat. Here I am, cat. Everything is cool. Here I am, cat. Here I am, cat. Everything is cool with the K.
Hey, we're back, and we're talking about events with Noelle McAvoy.
Yes, I am Noelle McAvoy.
The one and only.
The one and only. And if you meet another, beat him up. Can only be one.
It's ridiculous.
Okay, So I've got some events for you guys for this morning. Finally, I have my own camera. Okay. So Montech has got their 1 Million Cups in Missoula. This is a morning lecture series where it is a good way to engage entrepreneurs in, like, you know, the community. So they have 2 different entrepreneurs present their startups, and it's about 6 minutes, and then they have 20 minutes for feedback and discussion. Yeah, and questions and stuff. So it's a good way to get your business started and get ideas flowing. That is at Montech. That is located on Broadway, East Broadway, just past the Albertsons. So check that out. That's 9 a.m. every Wednesday. And we've got it's Wildcraft Week, and at Circle Square Park, which is over by the secondhand store, Circle Square, they are going to have a wildflower bike ride up to Civilian Conservation Court Road to pick a bunch of wildflowers. So meet them there at 9 a.m. to bike up there.
Yes.
Yes, very awkward transition. Family Fun Time is going on at Mismo Gymnastics starting at 10 a.m. And this is Monday through Friday. And it's supervised trampoline and jumping time, obviously, for ages walking to 12 years. So it's an open gym. And they have obstacle courses, trampolines, foam pits, lots of fun different things. $5 for members, $8 for non-members. Starts at 10 a.m. Up next, we've got a Art Guides and Art Helpers Triennial. It is the Triennial at the Missoula Art Museum. And they are having a lot of activities going on with that. And so this morning, starting at 11, they are going to have a guided tour through their Triennial exhibit. They are featuring artists from throughout Montana and is curated by former Holter Museum Director Peter Held. Spectrum Discovery Area, the gals that just came in here, this is their science center. Their discovery bench is bubbles, and their brain lab is glowing cells. So I'm glad that they're on here, so now you guys know more about them. For when I talk to them, it's more relevant. Talk about them, it's relevant. Yeah, you know. Okay, family yoga. Scott.
I'm agreeing with you.
Family yoga is at the Children's Museum of Missoula starting at 11 a.m. today. And it's exactly what it says. Yoga for the fam. And everyone's favorite Out to Lunch Dinner in the Park has started. So Out to Lunch is at 11 a.m. today in Caris Park. It's 11 to 2. Entertainment is live music by 3-Year Dog. Kids activity is Dueling Dragons and is sponsored by A&E Architects and Neptune Aviation. Up next, we've got their middle school writers. Oh, excuse me, my contact is going crazy. Middle school writers, this is a writing group for grades 6 through 9. This is for kids that want to give some feedback and get feedback and need a little inspiration and just need somewhere to hang out. Now that school's out, woo! Yeah.
Just because school's out doesn't mean you should stop writing. Some kids love
true.
writing.
I know.
They have some great stories.
Yeah.
Even some kid from like Lolo, Stevensville area who wrote Aragon books.
What?
You know the Aragon books?
Yeah.
With the dragons and the people riding the dragons? It's like terrible movie, but books were like, it was okay.
Awesome.
So the kid is from Montana. Even like, it's not even like probably up the Bitterroot or something.
He's so bored.
Yeah.
Good job,
He wrote
kid.
about dragons and mountains and
Now
stuff.
he like has lots of dollars.
Oh, enough, I guess.
He has enough dollars now to get him through.
He wrote 3 books about it. It's a trilogy.
Cool.
Yeah.
And he got them published, and I mean,
Yeah.
they're fairly popular.
Yeah.
And they made a movie.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I think after the movie just kind of like fell on the wayside.
Yeah. I do remember those being a rage, though.
No, not at all.
They were a rage.
They were okay. They had like they had John Malkovich in it.
Ooh.
Like he was the bad guy, but nowadays he was like,
Well, I just
anyways.
remember the books being popular. Okay.
But write, kids. You never know where it might take
Never
you.
stop writing.
Just keep writing about stuff.
keep
I write about stuff all the time
In his diary,
in my diary,
which we will be
which
sharing
is
on
unicorns,
Monday.
which I won't be here for that.
So, back to events. The Top Hat Lounge, they've got their Fish Happy Hour. This is their themed happy hour of the jam band Fish. So they've got an audio show and video and trivia, and maybe they even will serve you some fish if you want some. Northside Kettle House, they have got their community pint night. So it's 50 cents from each beer sold will go to the nonprofit of the night. It doesn't say what it is, but if you go there, You're still donating. And Bayern Brewing Company is doing the same thing. They are doing a pint night for Montana Food Bank Network. So 50 cents from each beer sold will go to the food bank. Learning Center Red Willow has got meditation for veterans. This is a part of their Heroes Therapeutic Outreach Program. And it is a free meditation course for veterans and their families. Starts at 5:30 at the Red Willow. Yeah. There's a glass fusing orientation class at the Zootown Arts Community Center. So it is $20, $15 for members, plus a cost of glass, which is anywhere between $5 and $20. And then it is from 6 to 8. And after you go through this course, you can go into their glass fusing studio anytime. And then we've got some music at Imagination Brewing Company. John Floridas is going to be playing some songs, singing some songs. Yeah.
He is an amazing musician.
Yeah, he is very good. And so Imagination Brewing Company just opened up. It is on Broadway over by like Hoagieville and the Poverello Center and the YWCA. Yep. And then we have a jazz night with Sam Boschnack Quintet. This is free show at the Top Hat Lounge starting at 7 p.m. tonight. So that's what's going on today. Up next, we are going to switch gears over with Asaph.
All right.
Well, this is going to be kind of a flyover story today. We're doing a story on a man named Solomon Linda, and the world probably won't know him in our time, but he's credited with being, doing the original Lion Sleeps Tonight. Let's do the first clip, the original version of it.
20 seconds. Nope. Yep.
He's the tall guy on the left.
Wow.
Doesn't that sound like the Lion Sleeps Tonight?
Oh, it definitely is.
Now, he was born in 1909, and he was, according to history, he was a South African Zulu musician, singer, composer of a song called Mube, which later became The Lion Sleeps Tonight. And to give you a flyover of this man, he attended the Gordon Memorial Mission School in Africa, and he became accustomed with Western musical, cultural, and hymns and choir contests. And in 1939, he left his homestead and found some menial work, but he lucked up and got a job at a hotel, and he went on to record this Mube song, and he sold the rights to that song right after it was recorded for $2 American. Oh
my gosh.
So he kind of got ripped off on that. And then 25 years later, after that happened, when that song started taking off, his family got left behind. And he was with a group called the Evening Birds. And then eventually, an American musicologist named Alan Lomax gave the song to Pete Seeger, who we all know. And then eventually that was recorded, and then it was taken to Carnegie Hall in 1955. And then finally the Tokens did their version, and they renamed it The Lion Sleeps Tonight. So that's kind of a generic flyover of the history of that song. And if you put this clip on, we'll see the actual Tokens singing this song. Process from the time Solomon Linda wrote it to the time the Tokens did their version of it.
Wow.
That's really neat.
And when did the Tokens do it? Like in 55?
Yeah, something like that. I don't have the exact year, but you got to remember that we're talking the mid-30s when Linda was first creating that song. And then, of course, it went on to be in the Disney film, The Lion King. And then the descendants of Linda filed a lawsuit against the Disney organization, not because Disney was being cruel. I don't think Disney knew the history of that song, and they finally settled that case. And Now
it's like it was like the 50s and the 60s were like the perfect time for a bunch like the white music industry to steal from black people.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's like part of history. Like,
well, there
like
was, there was a lot of that going on, and I'm not
Chuck Berry's guitar.
Berry.
He basically invented rock and roll. Chuck Berry.
I've heard that all of Led
and
Zeppelin.
Elvis is the king of rock and roll.
I've heard that Led Zeppelin sound. It was stolen from like some blues artists.
Well, if you want to get technical,
Alan
Alan Freed is the guy who gave African American artists in those years their break, way before Dick Clark ever came out. Alan Freed was doing what Dick Clark eventually did. But as far as stealing, that's just been going on since music history. And in the case of Linda's family, a settlement was made, and so now they're finally getting the rights since back then, plus the Lion King. So
80 years.
That finally worked out for that family. But isn't that something, how that was sold for just $2?
And what a great song.
Yeah.
What a great song. I kind of like the original version better than the one that is today.
It's really cool.
Yeah,
I thought it was really interesting.
It just evolved.
It sounded like one of those wax recordings that they just digitized, and it's just like, it sounds really awesome.
Well, history says that Linda just impromptu thought that song up, which would make sense, coming from the African continent.
Yeah.
So for the history buffs watching this, this is a little trivia about Solomon Linda, the guy who is credited with writing The Lion Sleeps Tonight.
And did he make any other music?
He probably did, but there wasn't much info on this man, obviously. It was only like a couple of paragraphs.
I mean, like, it kind of reminds me of, like, Bobby McFerrin, the guy who wrote Don't Worry, Be Happy. Mm-hmm. But I've seen him in, like, live, and he never sings, or, like, his original songs is all improv. All his stuff is improv, and it's amazing.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's like, if you see him in concert, it is like the greatest thing ever.
That's cool.
And it's inventive. It's like you're watching a stand-up comedian basically improv their stand-up routine, but he does it with music.
Well, Bobby
amazing.
McFerrin was classically trained too, which would explain why he could improvise so quickly. He was also a conservatory student.
But he also said, like,
school.
I learned so much just by listening to him. Just like, you just got to keep playing. If you keep playing, you can find your voice. Yeah. And if you learn to play well, you can learn how you can fit in with any genre. You can be like, if someone's playing like twang and country, and then you just come out with an awesome riff, it's just like, and it's like, how is that country? But it sounds awesome. Like, a lot of the times it's like, music is just like, especially improv music is really sweet. And that music that he came up, Mr. Linda.
Yeah, Solomon Linda. Yeah, history says he just thought that up at the spur of the moment.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Just kind of like that, the Canadian band American Woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that song's completely made up on the spot at one of their concerts.
By a Canadian band?
Yeah, the Canadian band, right? It's like, American Woman, stay away from me.
Yeah.
Like, get away from those American women.
Well,
but anyway,
if people want to look that up, it's the video is Solomon Linda and
the Evenings.
The Evenings. Yeah, I was looking for my notes there.
Solomon Linda
they're
and the
originated with that, so you can listen to the whole video or soundtrack, I should say, of that.
Yeah. All right, so we'll be right back with more events right after this.
Bluebird sky, sand fuzzy hair, hair and sore everywhere, only smoke left behind. Love is high, red, purple, black and green. Could this really be happening to me? It's a genie without a pie. Ha na 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 na, ha na 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 na, be free. Be free, oh, be free.
All right. And that was Ted Ness and the Rusty Nails. And I'm going to talk a little bit about this video. I've been showing it a couple times throughout our show, and I haven't given it any kind of like a nod or anything like that. So I'm going to talk about where you can find out more information about that band and many other bands by logging on, by basically going to MCAT Music, and you can find it on a link on our website by going to our music page, and you can basically click on our little music link, and it usually sends us to our little Facebook page, MCAT Music.
Nice.
Yep. And of course, if you're interested, if you're a local band here in Missoula, or if you're actually coming into Missoula from out of town or whatever, and you want to do a little recording with a living room session, which, when we came up with the title, it just sounded like, I don't know, like, I don't want to say. When you think, let's do a living room session, it's like, what? But like, we just started doing the band stuff.
Yeah, that's it. I think it's a great name.
Yeah, and if you're interested, if you have a band here in town, or you know of a band here in town, send them our way. Email us at mcatmusic on our Facebook page. You can also just email mcat@mcat.org. And I think it's a great opportunity to get your band out there. And like, bands come and go all the time, but it's always good to have a record of the band what it used to be, and then like maybe the band only lasts a year, but it's nice to have a nice solid sound. Yeah, and tonight we're doing another band. It's called Way Cool Music.
Way Cool Music.
Way Cool Music.
Oh, Way Cool Music.
Every time there's a C, I add a QU to it, so it doesn't make any sense. Anyways, tonight we're doing it at the Loft at 8 p.m. You're welcome to just stop by and hang out in the audience and listen to some. Are you? No.
My microphone won't stay. Oh, thanks, Scott.
It's the little knobby thing.
You can't see that.
But of course, I'm done talking, and I'm going to let Noelle do the rest of the talking for the rest of the show, as she has her close-up on her face.
Okay. All right. So all of these events are tomorrow. So, starting at 9 a.m. at the Learning Center at Red Willow, there is a 4-day intensive with Carrie D.M. Brogio. And they're going to offer training that bridges the gap between body work and energy medicine. So this is called Total Body Energetics. The techniques are simple, effective, non-invasive, and integrative. So this is June 11th through Sunday, June 14th. $695. So if you got that spare cash, throw it down there. Call 880-2639 to register. We've got our NAMI Missoula weekly meeting at the Providence Center starting at 10 a.m. This is a free weekly meeting for anyone affected by mental illness or interested in learning about NAMI. This is going to be at the Providence Center in room 108. Next, we have Tiny Tales at the Missoula Public Library starting at 10:30 a.m. This is for babies ages birth through 3 years. They're going to learn finger plays and sing songs and nursery rhymes and hear stories. It'll be in the large meeting room and stands will be held if it's elsewhere. Spectrum Discovery Area, their discovery bench is chromatography, and the brain lab is Candy DNA. Starts at 11 a.m. and it goes till 4.
Delicious.
Mm-hmm. But not about this next event. I know, I'm stuttering this morning. So this is Read Dogs, Reading Education Assistance Dogs. This is at the Missoula Public Library. And these are dogs that you can read to. So like if you want to read and don't have anyone to read to, or just want to pet some dogs for a while and get out of the sun, you can go to the Missoula Public Library. Today, this will be at 1. So 1 to 2. I think they're trying out new times with this.
Well, we should do this. I mean, me and you should go to the Read Dogs, and we should film us doing a video of us reading to a dog.
Yeah, we should.
And we should just show people, just like, and then I close the book. Oh, hi! I didn't see you there for a second. You should do this too.
Yeah, we love reading to our dogs.
We love reading to dogs because dogs are the future. It doesn't make any sense.
So, up next, we've got the NAMI Connection Support Group. So this is a free weekly support group with those that have mental illness. This is going to be at 202 Brook Street and room 210 here in Missoula, starting at 1:30. Up next, at the Roxy Theater, there is a discussion and a lecture. It's called Speaking Out Against Senior Financial Abuse. And so this is so coming here, you can find out what happens to older adults when the trust is undermined by con artists, unscrupulous salespeople, risky investments, or unfair financing plans.
And of course, John Wilkins' family was a victim of phone scam as well. And be cautious, because people can call you and just say your son is in jail, they need $9,000 to bail out, and they're on a gag order or some kind of words like that. They're nice to you on the phone, but as soon as anybody asks you for money is when you got a problem.
Yeah.
Because they'll tell you that your kid is in jail, but they won't tell you that they have to be bailed out, but they don't give you a price.
Yeah, that's very true. It's very true. Yeah, so it's going to have a short introduction about healthcare fraud prevention and a panel discussion by experts in the area. And yeah, so it's free and open to the public. So it starts at 2:30 tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah. And when anyone ever asks you for money, you have to make sure, you have to be like,
Who are you? What
I
do you
don't
want?
think so.
Yeah.
Here's the sandwich.
Yeah, just give them a sandwich instead. Tell them no.
Yeah. Not $9,000 worth of sandwiches.
Yeah.
That's a loss.
You gotta eat too. There is face painting at the Children's Museum of Missoula starting at 3:30. This is 3:30 to 4 tomorrow. Lego Club goes on at the same time at the Missoula Public Library. This is 3:30 to 5, and this is located in the Dragon Rug on the children's area. Up next, we've got downtown drop-in wine tasting at La Grata Bella. This is located under the Old Post Pub. Minimum of 4 wines in a different theme each week, and it costs us $10. We have another wine tasting. Oh no, this is downtown tonight. Sorry, guys. I thought this was another wine tasting. So downtown tonight, this is a dinner in the park at Karis Park. So this is from 5:30 to 8:30. They have got Cash for Junkers. Kids activity is Montana Natural History Center.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it's sponsored by Neptune Aviation, United Way of Missoula, and Republic Services of Montana.
Hey, wait, interruption. Isn't the out to lunch today?
Yeah.
But did you mention it?
Yeah.
I thought I like totally blanked it out. I was just
Yeah, I
like,
did.
I'm thinking about butterflies. and whatever.
Scott's going on vacation tomorrow, so he's.
I am
gotta
already like
check
out of the door, like halfway out the door. But
Yeah.
it turns out I have to do like 5 other things today for MCAT, and just like, oh, could you do a training today? Oh wait, oh you have your intern. You have to work with the intern tonight too. I was like, oh yeah, and you have your Parks and Rec shoot. Oh yeah, and I also have to do a living room session tonight as well. So I'm gonna be fairly busy, but
That's busy.
it's not consistent. Unfortunately, it's like, oh, you have 2 hours between each of your things
Yeah.
you're doing, and like, oh really? Thanks.
But he goes on vacation tomorrow for a week. So
I'm gonna be back like Tuesday. If I get bored, I'll come back Monday. But Monday night or Tuesday.
how do you get bored on vacation?
I don't know. It depends. I'm gonna be in Mount Rushmore on late Sunday, Monday.
Sweet.
The idea is I'm gonna spend Mount Rushmore on Monday, and depending upon how I feel, I might come home after that.
That sounds fun.
Go to Rapid City.
Solo trip.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be so awesome.
Scott needs it. He does a lot around here.
No. Plus we got all those
appreciate you,
summer
Scott.
camps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You come back and we do our summer camps.
And then we got the Boys and Girls Club. We're doing those camps too in August.
Yep.
So we're gonna be funneling anywhere between 60 and 100 kids.
I know. all
Different
summer.
kids.
Different kids.
Yeah.
So maybe this.
But we're getting $8,000 for it. It's like, okay, we'll make an effort.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Grants are
I'm excited.
amazing.
Yep. I'm very excited. Well, up next we've got back to events. We've got a roll up your sleeves hands-on sushi class at the Good Food Store starting at 6:30. Cost is $35, and you pretty much just learn how to make some sushi. So you're gonna do a bit of history, a few terms to learn about sushi, and then they're gonna make some sushi rice and selecting and preparing veggie sushi ingredients, and then you'll roll sushi.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
a lot of sushi.
I know, it's a whole class.
You said it like a 500,000 times.
Sushi, sushi, sushi.
Exactly. You can't say that 2 times fast.
Sushi, sushi. Yeah, sushi, sushi.
Try saying that 1 time fast.
Oh, man. So, at Ruby's Inn and Convention Center, they are having a Jewel Jamboree. Greg Cahill and Special Consensus are going to be playing. And so, 2 years ago, they played a sold-out show. So now is your chance to see them play at 7 p.m. tomorrow night. And then there's a bunch of music going on. So we've got open mic at the Eagles Lodge at Missoula tomorrow at 8:30. And then we have Coolsley and J Rolls at the Real Lounge at 9 p.m. at Stage 112 tomorrow. The Real Lounge is the one that's underneath Stage 112 in the basement. We have Jones and Fisher at the Sunrise Saloon. There's an open mic at the Broadway tomorrow starting at 9. Dead Hipsters at the Badlander starting at 9. Will Peterson is going to be playing at the Union Club starting at 9 tomorrow. Jones and the Fisher Band are going to be at 9 p.m. at Sunrise Saloon tomorrow. Manistiv, I don't know. Lilo Leeway and Zebulon Kosted is going to be at the Palace at 9 p.m. tomorrow.
It sounds like a Power Ranger villain. Zebulon Kosted.
Zebulon Kosted. It might be. Swing 13 is going to be at the Top Hat Lounge starting at 9:30 tomorrow. DJ Holic will be at Monks at 10, and then Coolsy will be at the Real Lounge at 10. So that's what's going on for your events. Check out MissoulaEvents.net for more information and more events that I didn't mention. You can check out the Independent and the newspaper, and the university's website always has their events too.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty much. Cool. Yeah.
Is that pretty much for events and what's going on?
I'm good for me.
Cool. So are there any more, let's say, is there any more MCAT announcements we need to talk about?
Well, we're closed, as we already mentioned, next week. We've got orientation tonight.
Yes.
Joel or Sam will be helping you out with that if you want to check that out.
Learn about MCAT, learn how to be involved with MCAT, do your own program, like Asaph. Asaph does like 500 million programs. And he's going to be doing another program. It's called like Music History with Doug. You know Doug, the MC Mad Hatter. You guys really chummed it out last weekend.
Well, I was impressed. He did the Clyde McCoy Sugar Blues at that radio thing. That was pretty impressive.
You shook your groove thing. You're just like, yeah.
Oh, whoa, Asaph, you're shaking your groove thing?
Yeah, he was having a lot of fun that night.
Yeah, it was fun.
Nice.
I'm not too old that I can't shake it yet.
Yeah, but Asaph still can shake it, you guys.
Yeah, so if you're interested in doing orientation or being part of MCAT, you can call us at 542-6228, otherwise known as 542.
MCAT.
Yes, MCAT for MCAT.
Yes.
Missoula Community Access Television presents Wake Up Missoula for this morning show. You can find out more information by logging on to website. wakeupmissoula.wix.com/wakeupmissoula. Take it away, Noelle.
You can also check us out on MCAT Music. You can check it out on Facebook. Wake Up Missoula on Facebook. Wake Up Missoula on Twitter. Missoula Community Access Television on Twitter, as well as MCAT on Facebook. And go to MCAT.org to check out all the information about us.
Yep.
And we will be closed June 15th to June 19th, but our show will still be going on.
Yep. And sign up for summer camps.
Yes.
We still have plenty of room in our summer camps. We added a bonus animation camp for you kids out there.
Oh, did we?
Mm-hmm.
What date is that?
I think it's the week after the first animation camp.
Cool.
And then we'll have a week off before we do the big directing camp.
Sweet.
But yeah, it's gonna be a great time. Our animation camp and our wilderness camp, our wildlife filmmaking camp is completely full. So without further ado, I also would like to thank all our guests for coming on the show.
Yes,
Devin Carpenter, you got Jesse Herbert,
Sarah
Filzer.
Awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining us this morning, and thank you for joining Scott and my sidekick Slippy.
Shut up.
So for Wake Up Missoula, I'm Scott Ramp.
And I'm Noelle McBoy. This is Asaph, and I will see you guys on Friday.